here with jBloom Designs. I have Jen and Bret joining us today. How are you guys?
Great.
I'm
How are
good.
you?
Happy New Year, officially.
Exciting.
I feel
Yes,
like this
Awesome.
is the first real week of the new year. So I feel like we're almost to Friday, so we can celebrate a little bit.
exactly. Lots of snow here in St. Louis.
Yes, you guys have had so much snow.
You
So
do.
much. Oh my gosh. So fun. Well, really excited about tonight. I know we have a lot of people joining in. So whether you are a jBloom designer or you might be invited here by someone or just stumbled across this video, make sure that you say hello down below. We would love to see you and shout you out and say hi. We are really excited to dive into 10 questions tonight. So, we put together probably the 10 most commonly asked questions about jBloom for those that might be thinking about jumping in here in the new year to something new and exciting. So, we're just going to jump into those questions. How does that sound?
Sounds
Perfect.
good.
Love
Okay. All
it.
right. Well, for somebody brand new that has no idea what this video is all about or no idea what we have going on here, why don't you just give us a quick overview of what jBloom is all about?
Perfect. Well, I will start by telling you a little bit about my story and sharing back when, before I even had children, I was a special education teacher, and I knew that once I had children that I wanted to be able to stay home with them. And so once we started having a family, and Brett worked at corporate America, and we had three small daughters. Now we have four, and they're very grown now. But back then, when we had three, I started making jewelry just for fun. And what happened was I was wearing my jewelry wherever I would go, and people were asking to buy it off of me. And so this kept happening on a daily basis. And so my husband, Brett, kept watching, and he was like, you should start a business and let people design their own jewelry, and then I would finish it for them. So my neighbor had the very first You Design Jewelry party. Probably, I think that was probably in 2004, I think. And so that's how it all started, was in my basement. And then I started doing home parties. And it was so much fun and letting people design their own jewelry. But we're going to fast forward to 2013 because people started getting very burnt out on having to make jewelry. So there's no more of that at jBloom. So we relaunched and rebranded the company in 2013 to jBloom, where I still create all the jewelry, and we have a catalog, but it's more than that. We have personalized jewelry. We have permalinks, which is permanent jewelry, which we'll talk more about that. But our tagline is "Wear Your Story," because that's what makes jBloom so special. Is the jewelry we want is to share your story. And so that is a little bit about how it all started, and I'll let Brett share his side of it.
Yeah. So
Is
as
she
she
telling
said,
the truth here, Brett? What's
she
your
is.
side?
That's all so far so true. And so my background, as she said, is in the corporate America and on the sales side and the buying side. And I loved what I did. I loved corporate America. I was so thankful for it. But there was absolutely no purpose or no impact to anything that I was doing. And I knew I wanted to do something more that would truly make a difference. And so now that's what we get to do together and get to build that foundation off what Jen talked about and give women the opportunity to create some kind of experience just like Jen did on their own. And the exciting part is that we realize that women just love jewelry. And so that's a good thing. And so we didn't realize how much simple jewelry could help change people's lives, and that'd be a big part of it. And that's why we've had so much growth, is because there is two things that will never change. I tell people women will always love jewelry and women will always want to build relationships. And those are some of the two key parts of jBloom that we've been able to build on. And that's what's allowed us to do what we're doing today.
Mhm.
Amazing. So incredible. And I love just the storytelling part of that is so cool. So wearing your story, and I know that you do that in lots of different ways, but definitely the personalized jewelry is a big deal. And a lot of people here New Year, they might have a word of the year or an affirmation or a phrase that they're taking as they're setting intentions for the new year. So love that That's a really unique and different part of what you do compared to really a lot of other companies. And permalinks is its whole thing. We're going to talk about that in detail as well. But in your own words, what would you say really makes jBloom different than other direct sales companies or other companies out there that sell jewelry?
Well, I'm pretty proud of our community, and I feel like that's what sets us apart. And many companies talk about their culture, but at jBloom, we truly celebrate and share each other's successes, which I think that is so special. I feel like the definition of bloom is the greatest period of productivity and prosperity cultivated for its beauty. And that's what I want our designers and our customers to feel beautiful on the inside and out, and using our jewelry as the tool to be able to do that. And so, whether your goals are big or small, we're here to support you in every area of that. And so, our jewelry also stands out because it's on trend, it's affordable, and high quality. And many places sell fashion jewelry, but you have to be careful because the plating is not all the same, and it doesn't last, and it's just not worth it. And so we are proud to offer jewelry that's trendy, durable, and it's backed by our 6-month guarantee. And that's rare in our industry to find that kind of guarantee, but we stand behind that 100%. And then our permanent jewelry line that we keep talking about and leading little hints, but it's permalinks. And this has been a game changer. Permanent jewelry has been popular for years, but it was often out of reach for people due to the cost and the equipment that you had to have to do that. And so we developed our own system to make it simple, secure, and portable, and allowing more women to access it, which has been awesome. And so in just 2 years, we are approaching almost 500,000 permalinks pieces sold. That's pretty
Right.
amazing.
Well, hold
Isn't
on,
that
hold on.
awesome?
You're gonna have to say that again for the people in the back because that's a huge number. Say it again.
I know. In 2 years, almost, we're approaching it, 500,000 permalinks pieces sold.
A
That's
half
That's
a
great.
amazing.
million.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. That is an incredible
yeah,
accomplishment.
it's really exciting. So it's
That
been,
is so cool.
yeah.
So cool. Well, I love my permanent jewelry, and every time I'm talking to people about it, they're like, "Well, wait, what is it? Like, how does it work? Like, it's permanent? It stays on? Like, can you take like can you shower? You can go in the pool? Like, tell me all the things about it." So I love that it is a trend, but it's also kind of a trend that's here to stay,
So true.
and
It's
there's
a new
so
way to
much
wear jewelry now.
opportunity.
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like, wait, I have to clasp something? That's a pain. Like, I just want it to
You're gonna
be
have
on
to,
me.
You don't
exactly.
have to think about it. It's just there when you wake up and ready to go.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like you're almost dressed
exactly.
already.
I know. I'm in for that. Like, give me all the life hacks.
That's
Well, tell
good.
us a little bit about how jBloom designers are selling jBloom because I think we've seen a lot of shifts in the industry and things
Mhm.
are rapidly changing. And a lot of people are like, oh, there's in person, but then there's also online. And what does that look like in
Right.
2025? And where are designers finding success in the way that they're selling?
Well, the really great thing is that it's whatever works best for you. You find a system that works best for you, because back when I started, it was all about being in home. And before COVID, we were not very good online. And now we have established we have great systems online and in person, and it's so great. And our permanent permalinks line can be sold in many creative ways. You can host groups in your home. You can do other people's homes. You can do bridal parties, sorority events, workplaces. My daughter, on her break, she's a nurse, and she will bring her permalinks to work with her. And on her break, she's putting jewelry on all of her nurse friends. It's so much fun. But collaborations with boutiques, craft fairs, vendor events, all kinds of ways you can think of, you can do that. And then for jBloom, our jBloom collection, designers use those same methods that I just talked about for permalinks, but then the added benefit is you can do online sales as well. And so through your website, media, social media, and then sharing product links, you can do all of those things. And so the possibilities are endless. And we're here to provide you training and resources to help you sell in ways that best fits your life and your style to help make it successful for you.
And the great
I
thing is
love
those
that.
two things you can mix them together. You can do them separate.
Yeah.
You can do it however you
Mhm.
want, but it gives you that opportunity to do any of those ways possible.
Yeah,
Well, and they go really well together
they
too.
do.
For the jewelry lovers out there, they're like, I need a little bit of all of that. I need the
Yes.
personalization, I need the fashion jewelry, I need the permalinks. Like, I give it all to me. But I'd love to hear actually for those that are watching right now, what is their favorite part? If you're familiar with jBloom, what kind of products are your favorite? Is it the permalinks that you love so much? Is it personalization? Let us know in the comments. We would love, love, love to hear that. I know a question that comes up quite a bit is like how much time do I really need to be successful? Like sometimes saying yes to an opportunity means that you have to say no to other things, or that you have to block your calendar and have to go to a bunch of meetings or a bunch of events. And so, and what do you think if somebody is on the fence or thinking about getting started? How much time do they really need to see some success here?
Mhm. Well, success looks different for everyone. So, and you got to always remember, don't look at someone else and think you have to do it exactly the way they are doing it, because you need to make a system that's best for you. But financial goals, many of our designers treat jBloom as their full-time career, but for others, it's a creative outlet for people, and it's a great way for them to connect and create meaningful pieces for other people. And that's why they do jBloom. But then for others, they're about the social network that they never knew they needed. And so you get to decide what success means for you, but we're here to give you the tools that you need to do and be successful. But what I love most about jBloom is it fits into your life. Like I always think that if it's a part of my lifestyle, then it's not really work. It just, you fit it where you need to fit it to make it work. And so you just take time and fit it into your everyday life. And that's how I started the company is I would go to church with my jewelry on and people would ask me about it. I would sell it everywhere that I would go. My daughter's dance class, I would go with jewelry on and come home without jewelry on.
It's true.
And so it happens. And so another example is you can sell permalinks to other moms on the soccer field, at our volleyball tournaments that we spent many, many times at. But designers do impromptu pop-ups all the time. And so that's just a really great way to just fit it into your lifestyle so that it doesn't take away from anything when you do it
Yeah.
that way.
And we also see the amount of time people spend on their jBloom business change over time, right? Some
Right.
may start with a small amount of time and then realize they can take their business anywhere they want to, like Jen just mentioned, and then it becomes more of their time without even really feeling like it. And the next thing they know, that they are working their business a whole lot more because it's just a natural part of your everyday life. And that's what's always so fun to see that change from person to person and how they have success in different ways.
I love that. Well,
Mhm.
and I think that that just really speaks to the ability to be able to scale up when you want, when you're in a season that maybe you do have more flexibility or more of an income need. I mean, let's be real.
Sure.
Some people are like, all
Mhm.
right, it's after the holidays, I'm spent. I need to recoup what I just spent, right? So, depending upon kind of where you're at and what season you're in, you can definitely do more or do less. It really
Right.
works for you, like you said, within your lifestyle. Well, let's talk about product because let's be real, we all love the jewelry.
Mhm.
How often are there new products? What do we need to know on the product side?
Well, that's so much fun for me because I get to do
This is a Jen question.
it. But
Yeah.
we design two catalogs annually. So we have a spring catalog that launches in January and then a fall catalog that launches in July at our national conference. And so we also release a winter holiday collection in October. And then we'll have some special drops here and there throughout the year. So the new additions always bring excitement. So that's always so much fun. It gives us the opportunity to capitalize on trends that come in between when the catalog launches. So that's always fun to have those surprises.
I
So what
love
she just
that.
said was a lot of new items all the
A
time.
lot of new items.
And then on the
It's so
permalink
much fun.
side, we do it as well. We add chains, constantly, almost every month.
Yeah.
We started where we have over 82 different styles of chains in stainless and gold stainless. So that's over 164 options that you can use. So variety is the key to that business as well, and we're always growing it. I think when we started it 2 years ago, I think we started with 8 chains, maybe it was 10, but
Yeah.
it's grown crazy in the last 2 years. But it's great to see to have that assortment of different variety because everybody likes something different. And that's what Jen's great at designing too. She doesn't talk about that, but it is nice to have a little bit of something for everybody.
Well, and I feel like charms has been a big trend that we've seen this
So fun.
season. So you talk
Yeah,
about how many different permalinks chains you have, but now there are oodles of charms that you can
that's
add to both the permalink side, but also the jBloom collection as well. So that's super fun.
Yes.
it is fun. You can create a story with your charm necklace or bracelet too, which is fun.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. So if somebody is considering getting started, do they have to do they have to choose? I guess is my question. Do you have to do permalinks or just do JBloom or can you mix and match? What does that look like for a new designer?
Pretty much what works best for you. So you can focus on permalinks, you can focus on jBloom, or you can do both. So that's been amazing to see. If people join just for permalinks in the beginning, then they are noticing all the jBloom and they're like, oh, and they end up selling both. So you have the opportunity to do one of each of those, or you can do both.
Yep. And that's
Okay.
why we have three collection options, right? So we have a Permalinks collection only, if that's what you want to join with for $175. Then we have a J Bloom collection for $175 as well, both of them with well over $500 in value, right? Or you can get them both and save a little extra, and for $325, you get both collections with over $1,000 in value. So no matter what you choose, though, it's just that you have access to all of J Bloom products immediately. So even if you buy the Permalinks kit, you can still buy the earrings, or if you just buy the jBloom kit, you can start buying permalinks the next day too. So you have that variety. It's all one big jBloom family.
I love it. Well, and let's talk about the permalinks collection because when you purchase that kit, that also includes all the tools that you need. So we kind of touched on that a
Right.
tiny bit, but maybe just talk about like the process for permalinks because it's different than maybe what other people know about permanent jewelry.
Go ahead, Jen.
Go ahead. Yeah, so you get your tools, you get everything that you would need to start your permanent jewelry business right then and there in your collection. So you get your tools, you get extra jump rings, you get practice bracelets so that you can become the expert before you go out and start doing it. And then we give you the training videos on how to do that as well.
And that's what's
Perfect.
key, that we don't make you, the system was a welding machine or carrying a gas tank with that welding machine. And ours is portable. You can carry the whole thing in your purse,
Yeah.
and a little wallet that we give you that can carry your whole business. So you literally can take it anywhere you go and not have to lug equipment with it, but yet still be just as safe and secure as any of them.
I love that. Well, and I think that just really speaks to the flexibility too, right? That you can have it in your purse and on your
Right.
break as a nurse or at the soccer field while you're watching a game or practice. You can just pull it out and links on the
Exactly.
go.
That's
So
for
fun.
sure. Yes.
Well, let's
Take
talk
it with
about
you
training
every.
and support because I know a lot of times starting something new can feel scary or intimidating or like, I've never sold anything before and now I have to go sell things. Like, what does that actually look like as you're getting started? And then maybe also on the marketing side around graphics and post ideas and images to promote and share your business online. What all is included there?
And our goal is to make sure that you have everything that you need to succeed. We want to make it as easy as possible. So we have toolkits that give you step-by-step instructions. We have personal coaches once you hit the platinum level and higher. We give you support every step of the way. We also have an app that gives you I don't even know how many pictures are in there and graphics that you can use at your fingertips so that you can share them to your customers. We have everything that you would need every step of the way.
Yeah, and our teams are awesome too, how they just work together to help each other from the start, right? You immediately have thousands of other women that have experience that they are more than willing to share that with you. And like I said, Jen said on our app, we have over 1,000 images for them to use for social media. You don't have to rely on doing all that yourself. And then we provide all the training on how to even give you some verbiage on how to connect with a boutique to get in with permalinks and things like that. So we'll offer all that to help you get started along the way. And that's all free and included with everything you do with jBloom.
Mhm.
So cool. Well, and I love the community aspect of it too. It's not very often that you get to jump into something and do it with other people that are also
Right.
growing the same style of business that you are and have that collaboration and not the competition involved where you can get ideas from others and connect with each other and learn from each other. I think that's also what makes the community just so darn special. Okay, let's get to the good stuff here. How much money can we make? I know everyone's on the edge of their seat. They're like, this all sounds good, but what does this actually look like in terms of contributing to your family's income?
Sure. And your earnings depend on how much that you want to put into your business, of course. So how much you want to really work your business is how much more you can put into it and make. And permalinks is especially a huge success for our designers, with many that are struggling to keep up with the demand. But we also offer fun promotions for free jewelry and jBloom swag as well.
Yeah. And when Jen started because she wanted to make money to help pay for gymnastics, right? That's kind of how it
Yeah.
started. So you can definitely do that. And then we want to help people get going to start this year, right? Just it's a brand new year. We always hear it. So that's why we're offering an extra incentive for January only that you can get $75 extra deposited in your account once you've joined to use on your future purchase. So that'll help you get going right away and with something you can make a lot extra profit on, and we'll help you get going and get profitable right as soon as you get going. So you can do that to start any additional purchase, and we'll have it deposited in your account the next day. So you can use that towards chains, towards jewelry, towards anything you want to help you get started.
Okay, so you get the kit, 75, 175, and then you're
Yep.
getting 75 to go.
Right
Girl
back.
math here.
Yeah.
Is this
Good. Yep, that's exactly right.
And the $175 collection includes way more than that in the
Right.
actual
Right.
value of what you're getting.
Over
Okay.
$500 for sure.
Uh-huh. I
Yeah.
love this little January special that we're sneaking in there. That
And you don't
sounds
want to pay, why
amazing.
pay more in February, right? You don't want to do
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. That's
So
funny.
good. So good. Okay, so let's talk about how to actually get started. I know some people have probably been invited by others here today. What do you recommend if somebody is listening right now and they're thinking, I need this in my life? How do I get
Yeah.
going?
Yeah. So you want to visit the website of the designer who invited you and then click on the join tab and then pick your collection and then you're ready to go. And then we will get it out to you within 24 hours. And then you'll receive your $75 into your account the next day to help you get started. And then if you don't have a designer, we want to make sure that we connect you with one. So visit the jBloom website. You can comment in this chat too on Facebook and tell us that you don't have a designer and we'll help get you one. And so that you get off to a great start.
Yes, yes. Message us then here on Facebook and we will take good care of you.
Mhm.
Last question. If there's more questions, what do they do next? If they have questions, is it commenting here? Is it reaching out to somebody that invited them, emailing us, all the things?
Well, your designer that invited you is your best resource for any questions that you might have. But once again, if you don't have one, go email us at info@jbloomdesigns.com or message us right here on this chat too, because we want to help you get started and off to an amazing start.
Amazing. So good. Well, Jen, Brett, I know you are both very busy people. So I so appreciate you taking time out of your afternoon to be here with everyone and share a little bit about jBloom and the history behind it, but also the future and the growth and the vision of where we're headed in 2025. It is always a treat to hear a little behind the scenes scoop and answer all the questions that come up most frequently. If you're still watching, thank you for hanging out with us today. And I'd love to hear in the comments, maybe just one takeaway. What is one thing that you heard today on this quick live that sparked your interest? Or if you're a current jBloom designer, what you absolutely love about the business? We would love to see it. And can't wait to welcome so many new designers getting started here in
For sure.
January with us.
Can't wait.
Thank you
Thank you
guys. I hope you have a
so
great
much.
evening. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Becky.
Bye.